Yes, Rosemary. What have you read?
I have read in the Saint Kabir,
Hmm.
and I was at page 105. And um, so this should I read it?
Tell me what
Well,
touched you.
what touched me was that he is combining two things, and I recognize that in my life. He is, on the one hand, so much wanting to become one with him, and then on the other hand, he's not finding. And actually, what he didn't really say, but what I find in my life is that at times I'm really sort of um, thinking, at least at that moment, that it's really the only thing for me left to love. And then there's other times when I see, hey, now I really would like to have this little pause button for just an hour, or just some time. So actually, where how can it be that you're so strongly devoted in one moment, or at least in a lot of moments, not just one moment, and then just partially.
Distracted.
Yes, and actually, I mean, it's like actually not wanting at that moment. It's just bluntly not wanting.
Fed up.
Sort of, yes, yes. Like, you know,
Give me a break.
complaints about nonsense actually. So, and that actually hurts me too. But I can still feel it. It's two things.
One lives in a house disorderly and filthy. Hmm? And the lover is expected. The beloved is approaching and he might knock on the gate at any time. One is busy cleaning up. Hmm? But there is just too much to clean up. Just too much. At the same time, one recognizes that only a very clean house befits the beloved. If the house is filthy, it becomes useless, not worthy of entertaining the guest. So one is trying with all her might to clean up as quickly as possible. All else is done. Only the cleaning up remains. So one is hurrying up. But wherever one goes, one finds more to do. Each room is stuffed with garbage. Now, two opposing forces act on the mind. One, hurry up, display more energy. The date is all set. What you have been wanting since ages is about to happen. He's coming, he's coming. You can almost hear the footsteps. On the other hand, there is this trivial yet significant task remaining. It's such a trivial thing, the cleaning up, and yet it is such a great hindrance. What if the beloved comes and returns? What if he says, that the house does not deserve his presence. So one hurries up. And in hurrying up, in doing one's best, in tirelessly striving to clean up, one gets tired, annoyed. Is the annoyance against the beloved or against one's own filth?
Last.
Uh, if you have complaints, they are not against God, not against the truth, they are against your own filth. One desperately wants God to enter his house. But the house, the house. It's such a mess. And God can be called nowhere else. You cannot date him in a restaurant. You have to call him to your very house. He won't accept foreign, alien, artificial places. He says, show me where you live. And if that place befits me, I'll be seated there. And if it doesn't, then you have lost me. You'll have to keep hurrying. You'll have to keep washing. He can knock any moment now. He must find you pristinely clean. Not even one stain. You must look somewhat like him for him to embrace you. And if you are annoyed, if you are irritated and tired, please know that God is not responsible for your irritation or your tiredness. It's the muck that has accumulated since centuries that is tiring you down. It's quite a challenge, this cleaning up. The house is large and it has not been cleaned since aeons. From unexpected places, heaps of rubbish are emerging. Such garbage that you didn't even know existed. You're surprised. I was living with this and since so long, and I didn't even know. And now that I have the mop in my hand and the scrubber, mountains of nonsense are showing up. It's all right to be irritated. Be more irritated and be more quickly irritated. Be done with all this. Be done with the irritation, the annoyance, the mopping, the washing, the drying.
use the annoyance to speed up and instead of slow
Yes,
down.
yes.
Yeah.
Use the annoyance to speed up. Who wants to remain annoyed? Get over it and go past it. And remember, the annoyance is good news. In some sense, it is auspicious. It tells that dirt is being uncovered. That which was safely lying, rotting beneath the carpets, is now being shown the light of the day. The air has become heavy. There is dust all over. But that means that the cleaning process is effective. It's good news. Look a little deeper, you will find reasons to rejoice. In the middle of annoyance, celebrate so that the moment of celebration comes early. If you will be cheerful while preparing your house for the beloved, chances are that the meeting will happen earlier than expected and will be more successful. What if he comes and finds you with the broom in your hand, cursing and abusing all and sundry? Huh? Here you open the gate, covered in muck and filth, the broom in one hand, the mop in the other, and you're so annoyed you spit on his face. And the house too has not yet been prepared. He cleans the spit and looks at the house and he says, "Here, lady, are we to meet? Better luck and better house next time." Sing a little, dance a little in the middle of the cleaning up. Like the proverbial washerwoman. She's cleaning the clothes and humming little sweet tune. Hmm? What is she dealing with? Filth. And yet she is humming. Oh, it's a little meaningless song. Nothing having any great depth. Yet the act of singing itself is a vindication. When you are fighting for the truth, then in the middle of the fight, it's important to keep singing. The fight is bloody. You'll have cuts and wounds everywhere. It's very important to keep humming and singing. Joking a little about your blood-stained condition. When you are in the middle of a very, very serious battle, then it's the right time to not to take your condition too seriously.
सर वीरेंद्र सहवाग जब खेलते थे वो गाना गाते थे बीच बीच में जब
हाँ। He's talking of a particular player. He used to hum a little while batting. Even when the situation in the game would be critical, he would still be cheerful. He is celebrated as quite an explosive batsman. People would love to watch him. Yeah, cricketer, Virendra Sehwag. His name. The thing has to be done anyway. Why do it crying if it can be done singing? You know very well that you have come just too far to turn back, right? You're not going to take a U-turn now. You have left all that just too far behind. So you are in it for good and forever. Now why be irritated? Why feel low or depressed? If one has to go through it, why not go through it cheerfully? And this struggle, this great aspiration that you have, will give you enough reasons to feel dejected, depressed, defeated. In those moments,
Switch to singing.
sing, hum, throw a joke at yourself, turn yourself into a joke. If there is nothing else to laugh about, then laugh at yourself. I assure you that if you are just a fighter and not a singer, you'll not be able to fight for too long. A fighter who is not a singer won't be able to sustain the fight. The fighter must be a singer as well. Otherwise,
he will tired soon and he will die.
That's why all the great saints, or at least most of them, were also poets. It's not a coincidence that they talked in verse. Why does a Kabir sing? Why does a Bulle Shah sing? Why do the Upanishads sing? Why do the Gitas sing? Why does the Quran sing? They are all songs. The warrior is the one most qualified to sing. In fact, if you are not a warrior, then your song would be hollow. The greatest of songs have arisen from the depths of suffering. If you have not known suffering, there would be no beauty in your song. A poet has said, वियोगी होगा पहला कवि आह से उपजा होगा गान. The first poet must have been somebody estranged from his beloved. And the first song must have emerged from his sighs. निकल कर आंखों से चुपचाप बही होगी कविता अनजान. And the first poem must have silently flowed down from his eyes.